Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a closer look at a watch that genuinely caught me off guard, not because it's flashy or trying to choose trends, but because it delivers far more than you expect for the price. This is a Sheffield 24-hour, a tool-oriented mechanical watch from a Revive brand that's clearly focused on keeping watches affordable while still respecting enthusiasts. Sheffield is one of those names that has been brought back with a purpose. Instead of leaning into hype or inflated pricing, the brand seems committed to offering solid specs, proven components, and thoughtful design at a price point that makes sense. And in today's watch market, that alone is refreshing. The bead blasted case is constructed from 316L stainless steel, which is exactly what you want to see here. The dimensions are well balanced: 41 millimeters in diameter, 49.5 millimeters lug to lug, 13.5 millimeters thick, and 20 millimeters in between the lugs. On my 6 and 7/8 inch wrist, it wears really well. The lug to lug measurement keeps it from feeling oversized, and while it's not a thin watch, the thickness feels appropriate, giving the overall tool watch nature and the water resistance. One thing I immediately notice is how comfortable the case feels on the wrist. There are no sharp edges anywhere, which makes a big difference during extended wear. I also really appreciate the drill lugs. Not only do they make strap changes incredibly easy, but they also give the watch a more traditional tool watch aesthetic that I personally love. Up top, you've got a sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating. At this price point, that's always good to see, and it does its job well. Reflections are kept under control, and legibility remains solid in most lighting conditions. The watch is rated for 200 meters of water resistance, which makes it far more capable than a lot of watches in this price range. Supporting that is a signed screw-down crown that feels smooth and secure when operated. Now let's talk about the dial, because this is where the watch really separates itself. The Sheffield 24-hour uses a full 24-hour layout instead of a traditional 12-hour format. That means the hour hand makes one full rotation per day, and while it may take a moment to adjust if you're not used to it, it's genuinely interesting and refreshing. It's different in a way that feels purposeful rather than gimmicky, and I appreciate that Sheffield didn't play it safe here. That said, I do want to be honest about the dial color. This particular Cruella de Vil style colorway just isn't for me personally. It's bold, it's eye-catching, and I can absolutely understand why someone would love it, but from an aesthetic standpoint, it's not something I find specially pleasing. That doesn't mean it's not cool, it just comes down to personal taste, and I'll always be upfront about that. The Swiss lume on the watch is fine. It's applied to both the hands and some of the indices on the dial, but I would have loved to see lume applied to more of the numerals. That would really help boost nighttime legibility and give the watch a stronger presence in the dark. As it stands, it's acceptable, just not exceptional. Inside the watch is a Seiko NH34 automatic movement, and I genuinely like this choice. It's reliable, a proven workhorse that's easy to service, and widely trusted in the industry. You get hacking, automatic winding, and around 41 hours of power reserve with an accuracy range that's exactly what you expect from this movement. No one is buying this watch for chronometer performance, but what you get is dependability, and at this price point that matters far more. The watch comes on an FKM rubber strap, and overall, it's good for the price. It's comfortable, flexible, and durable, but it does feel a little generic. However, I do welcome the quick release spring bars and sign buckle. Sometimes these little details get overlooked by a lot of companies, but I feel like they're important to some of us collectors. Personally, I love to see this watch offered on a canvas or leather strap instead, as I think that would better complement the design. The good news is that thanks to the 20mm lug width and the drill lugs, changing straps is incredibly easy, so customizing the look of this watch is not a problem at all. When you take a step back and look at the overall package, it's hard to complain. For $258, you're getting a sapphire crystal, 200 meters of water resistance, a screw-down crown, a solid stainless steel case, a reliable automatic movement, and a unique 24-hour dial layout that's impressive by any standards. At the end of the day, this watch really comes down to style preference. If the design speaks to you, the value is undeniably strong. I've been extremely surprised by the quality this brand is delivering for the price, and while a lot of YouTube reviewers talk about hidden watch brands, I can honestly say this is one of them. Sheffield should absolutely be on your radar. That's gonna do it for today's review. As always, thank you so much for watching. Be safe out there and stay humble.